In this video, we can discuss about interactive debugging system. In debugging, we can learn debugging functions and capabilities, relationship with other parts of the system, and debugging methods. What is debugging? Debugging is the routine process of locating and removing computer program bugs. Actually, a software bug is a error or a fault in a computer program or system that causes it to produce an incorrect result, which means an unexpected result will produce. So the debugging checks, detect and correct those errors to allow a proper program execution according to a specification. Actually, the debugging is a system software which identifies errors and remove it. An interactive debugging system provides programmers with facilities that aid in the testing and debugging of programs. A number of such systems are now available. The important requirements of an interactive debugging systems are debugging functions and capabilities. In debugging functions and capabilities, the main points are unit test functions, tracing and traceback, then program display capabilities. One important requirements of any interactive debugging system is unit test functions. Is specified by the programmer. Such functions deal with the execution sequencing. Execution sequencing means defines how the flow of program. It is the observation and control of the flow of program execution. For example, the program may be halted after a fixed number of instructions are executed, which means the program can be stopped for a time after a fixed number of instructions are executed. Then the next point is breakpoint. The debugging system should be able to test the program in small unit. For that purpose, the programmer put a breakpoint. Until that breakpoint, the programmer test. Which means the programmer may define a breakpoint which causes execution to be suspended when a specified point in the program is reached. After the execution is suspended, the debugging commands is used to analyze the progress of the program and also to diagnose errors detected. Then after all these changes, the execution of the program can be resumed. Then next one is conditional expressions. When any of the condition become true as defined by a user, then specific condition expression can cause execution, program execution to be suspended. Then after that, after all these changes, then later execution is resumed. Then next is JEDS. It's a giving a good graphical representation of program progress, which is useful in running the program in various speeds. So it's also one of the important point. Then next is tracing. Tracing means used to trace the flow of execution logic and data modification. Tracing one condition is there only after modification the tracing is done. Then next is traceback. Traceback shows the path by which the current execution of the statement is reached, which means the path, finding out the path of current statement. Then the next is the statement numbers are displayed rather than as a hexadecimal displacement. The next point is program display capabilities. Coming to debugging capabilities, for example, in C programs while compiling, we can see that errors are shown with the statement numbers, which means the line numbers displaying the line numbers. So similarly, the debugger should be able to display the program with the statement number. So a debugger should have good program display capabilities, and the program being debugged should be displayed completely with the state number. For example, the program may be displayed as originally written or with the macro expressions, which means the full program details, for example, name, then parameters and body of the code like that. Then keeping track of any changes made of program during the debugging sessions. For example, if we are creating some change in debugging, during debugging, that change should be reflected. Then it is possible to support for symbolically displaying or modifying the content of any of the variables and constant in the program. After all these changes, the execution is resumed. The next point is multilingual capabilities. A debugging system should consider the language in which the program being debugged is written. A single debugger, which means the language independent. Single debugger can use many programming language. The debugger specify a programming language. The debugger comments that initialize actions and collect data about a program's execution should be common across languages. The debugger must be able to determine the language in which the program is written and set its context accordingly. Which means a debugger should be able to switch its context when a program written in one language and calls a program written in different language. For example, here the assignment statement in different language. In COBOL, we are using move 6.5 to x, which means the x variable, x 6.5 value is assigned to x variable. The same expression can be written in Fortran language, x equal to 6.5. The statements are different depending on the language. In COBOL, the statement will be move 6.5 to x, and in Fortran and C is x equal to written the assignment statement as x equal to 6.5. Likewise, the conditional statement also, for example, in COBOL, if A not equal to B, in Fortran it will be written as if A dot and E dot B, which means A not equal to B. Certain debugging functions varies according to the language of the program being debugged. These functions are accomplished in the same manner in different programming languages. To perform this operation, the debugger must get the information gathered by the language translator. The compiler and assembler aim to provide a consistent interface with the debugging system. For this, the information for the debugger is provided in a standard format regardless of the internal form used in the translator. And also the translator provides debugger interface modules that can respond to requests for information in a standard way regardless of the language being debugged. Then display of source code. The language translator may provide the source code or source listing tag in some standard way so that the debugger has a uniform method of navigating about it. Then next point is optimization. Optimization means the minimizing the code. The code may be lengthy, it can be reduced. Many optimization involve rearrangement of code in the program. For example, invariant expression can be removed from the loop, and also a separate loop can be combined into a single loop. The next is redundant expression, which means repeated expression may be eliminated, and the elimination of unnecessary branch instruction. All these types of optimization creates problems for the debugger. The user of a debugging system deal with the source program in its original form before optimization are performed. The code rearrangement alters the execution sequence and may affect the tracing, breakpoint, and even statement counts if entire statements are involved. If an error occurs, it may be difficult to relate the error to the appropriate location in the original source program. So, the debugging of optimized code requires a substantial amount of cooperation from the optimizing compiler. The compiler must retain the information about any transformation that it performs on the program. Such information can be made available both to the debugger and also to the programmer. Where reasonable, the debugger should use this information to modify the debugging request made by the user and therefore perform the intended operation. The next is relationship with other part of the system. The important requirement for an interactive debugging is that it's always available. Interactive debugger should be interact with the other part of the computer system. And it must appear as part of the runtime environment and an integral part of the system. When an error is discovered, immediate debugging must be possible. And also the debugger must communicate and cooperate with the other operating system components such as interactive subsystem. Then debugging is more important at production time than it is an application level development time. The debugger must also exist in a way that is consistent with the security and integrity component of the system. For example, debugger should be in supportive way for the security and integrity of the system. The debugger must coordinate its activities with those of existing and future language compilers and interpreters. The requirement for a cross-language debugger assumes that such a facility would be installed as an alternative to the individual language debuggers. Then next is user interface criteria. The interactive debugging system should be user-friendly and the facilities of debugging system should be organized into few basic categories of functions. It should be closely reflect common user tasks. And the debugging system should be simple in its organization and also familiar its language. The simple organization contributes greatly to ease of training and ease of use. So the interactive debugging system should be user friendly. Then full screen display and windowing system. The user interaction should make use of full screen display and windowing system. The advantage of such interface is that information should be displayed and changed easily and quickly. The most common complaint about debugging product is that they are new to learn. The best way to overcome this difficulty is to have a system that is simple in its organization and familiar its language. The user interaction should make use of full screen display and windowing system. Then menus. With menus and full screen editors, the user has far less information to enter and remember. It should be possible to go directly to the menus without having to retrace an entire hierarchy. So with menus, the user has only to know the less information to remember. When a full screen terminal device is not available, then user should have an equivalent action in a linear debugging language by providing comments or data. Then common language. The common language should have clear, logical and simple syntax. And also parameter names should be consistent across set of comments. And parameters should automatically be checked for errors, for type and range values. Default should be provided for parameters and common language should minimize punctuations such as parentheses, special character, slashes. And also online help facilities there. Good interactive system should have online help facility that should provide help for all options of menu. Help should available from any state of the debugging system. Thank you.